Hello, hello, hello. My name is Angel Jones. Thank you for joining me on 12-minute RV Convos. Follow along with me as I hit the road to have conversations with amazing people from all over the world. Amazing audience, we are live with Dwayne Gibson. We just met Dwayne by Jay Owens, right? So you'll probably see this released in that order, where you'll see Jay's interview, which was amazing, and then you'll see him introducing us to Dwayne Gibson. Yeah, Dwayne, I'm going to ask you some questions you've never heard before, possibly, and it's just to get to know you a bit better.
Yeah, sure.
12 minutes. Yeah. So, which of your talents do you think is responsible for us connecting at this point in time?
Well, certainly the fact that I was here today shooting some videos for our business. But I believe in the law of attraction, and I believe that people are put in our paths, for reasons, and I also believe that positive will attract positive.
Yeah. I don't know how I got here if that works that way.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
What did you learn the skill of being that individual that is positive? Who did you learn that from?
So I was raised in a Southern Baptist home, and so we every time the church doors were open, and I mean like Tuesday, Wednesday, it's like my parents had a key, And growing up in a very religious home, they wanted us to be to live by the laws of God, And so I attribute a lot of my positive nature and the skills that I have, the speaking skills, the ability to get up in front of people and talk, to sing. I very early on sang in a gospel quartet. But I believe that foundation of God being in my life helps me to be able to almost feel like I have an angel with me, like there's always things happening. I have friends that they can be a block away and it'll be raining on them, and then I'll walk over there, it'll stop raining. It's just, I feel like God just kind of has almost an anointing.
That's
favor.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So that's the name of the gospel quartet, please.
So it was my father and his best friend. It was the name of the group was the King's Men.
Yeah, I like that name.
So we traveled around a little bit. Never actually made any money. I mean, it was always just to go sing. Four voices. Harmony, and it's a lot of fun.
What are you, tenor?
I'm actually lead.
Okay.
I can't sing tenor.
Okay.
So probably more baritone than anything.
Yeah, you do have that sexy tone, I must say.
Yeah.
Why would you suggest to someone that's listening why they do what you've done by applying that positivity, that perspective of there is someone bigger than you looking over you into their lives?
So I think that when you look in the Bible, God anointed people. He anointed David. He anointed Jesus. There's all kinds of people in the Bible that He gave special anointings to, and I think that we miss that today, and that there are people that are modern day anointed, and that have. Hebrews talks about to always entertain strangers because they may have entertained angels. So we don't even know you could be an angel here today with us, and we don't even really know it, right? And so I think that some of what is going on in our society today is there's almost this rebirth. I just came from Mexico, and we spent a couple weeks down there, and it was very interesting because when you leave this country and you go to somewhere else, you get this feeling that there is less prejudice, more people are more accepting of who you are, so there's more of a positivity. But I feel like, and we had this conversation down there, that there needs to be a rebirth of just how people treat each other.
Yeah.
And so that positive outlook, as opposed to just always seeing the negative. So many people look for the negative instead of looking for the positive.
Yeah, totally agree. I know the feeling. It's something that's echoing through the conversations for today. We met Ryan's very close mentor, and it's something he said. He just came from the Philippines, And you said basic things you tend to appreciate more when you see what they're experiencing. But the love is there, that level of appreciation is there. Tell me one other thing you've done consistently over the last 3 years, please.
So and probably more than 3 years, my ministry that I feel like I have is the ministry of time. And I've told this to Jay before. When I was a kid, we'd go to Orlando from Charleston, and my dad had that Gran Torino station wagon, everybody's parents had. And they'd make us ride the back. Of course, I'd get sick and go up to the front, and I'd ask my dad, "Oh, how long are we going to be there?" And he'd say, "Well, we're going 60 miles an hour. We got 240 miles. You figure it out."
Wow.
And so I would, in my head, I'd do the math, and I'd figure, okay, 15 minutes for gas. And I'd know, okay, at 4:15 we're going to be there, right?
Wow.
And so over time, what I've learned is that my ministry is understanding time and understanding how to spend time with people. Very much like I would think that your ministry is time as well,
yes.
Because your ministry is 12-minute segments, right?
Yeah.
And so for me, I know that this morning, and you can ask the folks here, when I'm supposed to be here at 9 o'clock, I will come up at 9 o'clock. I won't be here at 8:55. I won't be here at 9:05. I'll be here at 8 o'clock because I know that my ministry is time. I know that when my feet hit the floor in the morning, it takes me 27 minutes to do everything I need to do to be able to be ready in the lobby if somebody's picking me up to go see a client or to go somewhere. So I am able to, and quite frankly, one of the things that I really like about the age that we live in today is technology helps us with knowing where we're going to go.
I love it, yeah.
You can even, if I'm going to meet you on the north side of Jacksonville, I can enter in your address, send you a message, you can follow me so that you can see where I'm going.
Yeah.
And so that ministry of time for me is, I come here with, and you can ask Jay, I didn't have any agenda today. I knew what they wanted, but my whole day, or at least my morning, was open to whatever they were going to have me do.
Yeah.
Because that's my ministry.
How does it make you feel to be that open, but yet that's the plan in life?
So, that's freedom. It's the ability to be open to be able to do anything, but then still have the structure of knowing where you got to be.
Yeah.
It's great.
Love it. Love it. Let's switch gears for a moment now. Let me invite you to my time machine. So imagine with me, right? That is surrounded with beautiful, warm blue Caribbean water. I almost said G. Dwayne, what is your earliest childhood memory?
My earliest childhood memory is I remember being at Myrtle Beach. I was really, really young. We used to throw rocks at the wasp nest.
Right.
And I remember throwing a rock at a wasp nest. I probably was about 5 or 6. I mean, it was really, really young. And a wasp came down and bit me right here on the face. Mm-hmm. And I remember my face completely closing up. Yeah. And my parents said, "Get in the car. We're going to Calabash, and we're going to go get shrimp." And I remember thinking, man, I ought to be going to the hospital. But we went and I went and sat and ate shrimp and fries when I couldn't see a thing.
If you had to connect that, right, to who you are today, right, is it possible to connect it?
Well, I mean, I think that certainly the willingness to just go with the flow, right, and let whatever happens happen, yeah, is really just the who I am.
Can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind?
Yes.
I love the fact that to become a time master, right, you need to go through failures like Jay was speaking about, right? But like the time lapse, right? Like you threw the rock, right? And in throwing the rock, you didn't perfect just yet the timing that they'll get.
Right. That's right. My exit strategy wasn't all that great.
Exactly. But I'm sure you improved over time, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Over time, pun intended.
Right.
If we fast forward to when you were 12, what was your favorite song?
I'd say Hotel California. I'm a big Eagles fan. Yeah.
All right. Well, we've arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this imaginary time machine, there's a small checklist, if you would. So it's yes or no. G, are you married?
I am married.
Do you have children?
I have 2 kids.
Do you believe in God?
I absolutely believe in God.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes, I do.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
Yeah.
Yeah? What about screen time, the phone and the computer?
Oh,
More than 8? More than 8 a day?
definitely.
Okay.
That's my job.
If you had to share with us, right, your own unique real statement, a statement that represents who Dwayne Gibson is, what would you say that
A
is?
statement of who I am. God-fearing. He's a God-fearing husband, father, proud of both,
Love it.
and family man.
Love
That's
it.
me.
Love it. Dwayne, it's been a great pleasure to have you. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Can we look back in the time machine?
Sure.
And can we look and see? Can we go forward to like 2055? And let's see if they're still working on I-95. Is that possible?
Yes, they are.
I've never gone forward. Jay, thank you for being on What Is Inspired.
Yes, sir.
12minRVconvos.
Yeah, thank you, buddy.
Joe.